Vespa gang based on this podcast.
What's that?
I say we start a Vespa gang based on this podcast.
A Vespa gang?
We can get cuts that say like Sesh Connect.
Yes.
Okay, I get the Vespa with the sidecar.
Nice.
I'm riding in the sidecar because I don't want to drive.
Nice. We're so doing this.
I'll make our stickers for us.
So it's 710 day.
Happy
Also,
710
like,
day.
I don't know, as, you know, not a big smoker, it's like 710's a thing, and I've seen nothing but hype about it, not just from Sesh Connection, but others, and I'm like, huh? What's up?
So, yeah, 710 day.
The simplest explanation, James? 710 is to dabbers what 420 is to flower smokers.
I mean, I never knew that there was like a thing that's like, oh no, we don't celebrate 420 because we don't smoke flower.
You even take a dab at 710.
Yeah.
AM and PM.
Yep, just like 420.
Yep.
This is...
And what's fun is I am up for all four of those.
Me too.
Same here. Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, I mean, as somebody that gets up early.
Yeah, history behind it really kind of... The dates kind of fade a bit. It's either between like 2010 and 2011 that people kind of feel like they came out with the whole 710 fad. It just kind of really became a thing, and I want to say really truly became a thing like around 2011, 2012. And I think somebody decided to, utilize the fact that they make oil /710 upside down and actually make an event out of it.
Yeah, it's like when you put 80085 in a calculator and it says boobs.
Boobies. We're so childish.
I mean, I have no problem with that, but it's just like, it was like when you could...
You thought you were going to have a normal Monday, and it turns out you're going to have a dabtastic magical adventure.
Ooh, I like that. Should be what the podcast is called.
You know what it is?
Dabtastic magical adventure. Can we make that our first merch shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
With a little unicorn on it.
Anything you want. It's your
Named
show.
James.
So, okay, we've discovered two things. We need merch and two, banana hammock.
Yes.
So vinyl stickering, I feel like that's
Yellow,
uniquely
we already
your...
discussed it.
So yeah, we're gonna roll like we did last week with the grab bag, which I thought was a very cool idea. Although you've already been picking and choosing, which I
No. Wasn't picking and choosing anything. No. I wanted to pull the... I have very little arms. There's just two of them. So I had to pull this butane out that I had to put in there. I wanted to make sure that I grabbed the little rig, of course.
A proper rig.
And I had to put some stuff on the side. And I grabbed my little hot knife, my little ooze hot knife, but I actually forgot my little battery. So it's okay. We've got tools, though. We'll be all right.
Fascinating. Do we need a little...
No, I have one. I just remember remember when I first got this. We used it I think like once on the show.
The very first time we did that tiramisu looking hash.
Yeah, good stuff. Good times. So we went to the left last time. I think we're gonna make
God
James.
Well, you know what?
James, choose your fate.
Bag.
It's probably a good idea because that way after round one I can say no to round 2, 3,
Nope.
4.
No, I'm sorry, you can't. I'm sorry. We've already made that rule. There is no in the Sesh connection.
Now I can't figure out which, because my rule is whichever one I touch first.
Yeah, whichever one you
and
grab
I
out
don't know
of
which
there.
one, so I have 2 in my hand.
Choose your poison.
Pick a finger and go with it.
Choose your poison. Choose wisely, sir.
It's technically this.
Okay.
So this, Kush concentrates. It's child
You
resistant.
want to get this together, and I'll get the other thing.
Peel
together?
here. Purple Sunset Live Resin Indica. Total THC 80.59. No CBD. Solvent is butane.
Yes.
Oh, and of course you're going to use literally sobriety kryptonite tool.
So we're actually
James,
gonna
I will
do
let you
both.
choose your weapon.
Yes. He's not wrong. So what we have is we have both the rip and sip and we have a rig, because you can smoke your oil in either one. So we're still going to pack them both.
Mostly because I haven't gone out of a rig in a hot minute. I've been using the nectar collector or the rip and sip.
Yeah.
So I might, for tonight, I'll give this a shot, knowing that
Sure.
I'm not going to have anything else after this.
No.
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 No, you'll give that a shot and have everything else after this.
No, I definitely won't.
Yes, you will.
Well, we'll see about that. It's called force
No, I'll let
feeding.
James get his own dab. I'm just
Oh.
going to heat him up.
That's fair. Yeah, James, why don't you choose how much you want in that? And you know I'm a lightweight
Do you
when
have
it
a
comes
little,
to this
like,
too.
little fucking... I've seen it where they... Well, most of the time when
Please.
I've done this, they have a little ball in there.
Oh, the little slurp pearl. Yeah, that is such a beginner one. I got that as my very first rig. It is my very first and one and only rig, actually, because I just don't
It is
dab
a
as much,
solid
and
little-
I like my rip and sip.
It is a really
more.
cool little piece.
I know. An individual got that for me for my birthday. We won't.
Aw.
Yes, and because they too work in the industry, so yeah.
And good night to me.
Oh, are you? Oh, he's passing it along. He's passing the
Oh, yeah,
torch.
he's done now.
Did you take the recommended usage of a dab?
I was just
That's
kidding.
Well, but
labeled?
see, I was looking for that where it has, like, we talked
It's the
about...
size of a ballpoint pen tip.
I took more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm gonna be
you
high
did.
as
Get a small
fuck.
one out for me.
I love and hate you all.
An itty bitty.
How's that? Too
Smaller.
big?
Yeah, I'm total lightweight. I'm like a one-hit wonder.
Bull.
No, okay, so true story. When Tracy and I
just looks
started
like a
becoming
lot.
the best of friends, she wouldn't even take a dab with me.
Yeah.
She
Did you
didn't
light
start
my
taking
fire?
dabs with me until probably a year ago.
It's true.
So this is a very recent thing for
She
this
is
lady.
not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I am a flower person through and through. I think we know that. But I really am trying to get and learn more and more about concentrates because it is kind of where things are going. Live rosin, I feel, obviously, more so than anything, and whatever's coming out after that. But, yeah.
The only thing I would recommend for longevity is to get a quartz banger.
Mm-hmm.
A what?
Quartz.
Because that's currently a glass banger.
It's a
And
higher temperature.
While that is like a perfectly usable banger, I'm not upset with any of this. A quartz banger will just live longer. Like
Yeah.
that has a shorter shelf life just due to glass and
The
how
heat,
it reacts to
like
heat.
reheating and reheating and reheating will cause it to crack.
Like
absolutely
ideally,
correct.
I'm waiting for drugs to be so legal across the board that Pyrex starts making fucking dab tools.
No, I guarantee they do. I mean, also I learned something weird about
Everything
Pyrex.
will.
You want Pyrex with a capital P,
Yeah.
not with a lowercase. They're
That's
same it's
right.
the same
Yes.
company,
Yeah,
but it
one
is a
of them-
different
yeah.
formulation. One
Yeah.
is meant it only goes to certain countries, and you can get both here. One's measurably cheaper, but capital P is the one to go with. And I
learned that
goddamn
from old
Pyrex-
school cooking.
Like Pyrex has absolutely made a whole mess of these, and they're just waiting to see, like, all right, when's the day we get to pull the trigger on
Right.
pushing these out? I guarantee
Right.
when it comes out, it's gonna be the most perfect fucking rig you've ever seen, because you know there's some fucking pothead, a whole mess of them that are just like, dude, you realize we have the formula for like the perfect glass for this.
But in the meantime, quartz is the answer. But for like a
I
first
would
go
have not
round,
known.
for the first go round, that's a solid little rig. That is an absolutely awesome gift for
That's-
whoever got that for you.
Yeah.
I'm not a
was a pretty
fan of the
nice hit there
flavor
you-
on
you
that.
did on it. Not a fan of the flavor? What do you get in the background? Or in the foreground?
I get it's a little too chemically tasting.
That's fair.
Like, and maybe it's because like when I buy this stuff, I try not to get butane extracted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I can taste it as
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
light cigarettes all day. I'm very familiar with the flavor of
Mm-hmm.
that particular chemical, and so that, for me anyway, maybe just because I'm sensitive to it, kind of didn't allow the rest of it to be showcased.
Gotcha. That's fair.
I also think that even though we're heating this glass to like red hot temperature, we should not be hitting it at red hot temperature.
Right.
You have to wait like 30 seconds before you like drop your dab in, or it's gonna be too hot and it's just gonna roast your fucking lungs and you're not really gonna taste anything but the extracted chemical and the heat from it.
Gotcha.
Which is exactly what I did, and I knew exactly, because if you wait for a minute, it also, the heat is what makes you cough a little bit more. So if you wait, it's a lot more smooth and it's a lot more flavorful.
That's good
James,
to
I
know.
think you should take another dab to find out.
Nope.
Well,
Absolutely not.
whatever's
So
coming out
having
of
done
this
it
bag.
properly, that is actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the flavor profile listed on the packaging was very enticing to me. It just didn't. Maybe it was because I took it hot, but I didn't heat it up. So it was like there was a solid 15, 20 seconds
Yeah,
before I
but
dropped.
I even like waited,
I have
and it was a little too hot.
I got a little film, like there's a little bit of film on my lips or something.
Ooh, I do have a trace. There's like a trace amount of like back of throat film now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Interesting.
taste though, the taste is great. I would
Gotcha.
live with that film.
Gotcha.
Like sometimes that's one of those things I like about being high is like when body parts feel weird. Like my favorite is when you go like just a all flour, like a big old fat blunt, and then the back of your eyeballs feel kind of like felt. You know what I'm talking about?
That is a
Yeah.
very interesting way of. That's a great analogy. Like it's actually making me think like, oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
So what'd we get there?
These glass tips, all day.
Yeah.
You just roll the blunt from like. Whoop.
So what did you end up pulling there?
I pulled a caviar indica. Let's see what we got here. Space Punch.
Paige,
ooh,
would you
I'm
do me a
old. I
favor?
can't- Oh, it says it's
Would
a
you go
sample.
turn on the fan
Yeah.
behind you?
It is an infused joint.
There's other stuff, but I'm old and I can't read it.
So caviar indica, it's 33% THC. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that they're rolled with, they have keef on them on the inside, so different from the 111s, because our keef is on the outside. But caviar's is rolled on the inside, and then they have their, it's either resin or distillate that they're actually dipped in, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to look that up.
Show me. I'm kidding, James.
We don't have a screen behind you.
Who's
so-
got greens? Marco.
Oh, you pulled it, you light it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Jesus. All right, giddy up. I'm already high, and now I have to read. If you want to experience a powerfully unique high and feel like a badass in the process, treat yourself to a luxury pre-rolled joint by Caviar, a special line of cannabis now available in Colorado. Caviar cones are made from premium buds that are soaked in hash oil, rolled in keef, perfectly wrapped in a raw paper, and then topped with a branded glass smoking tip.
Those statements are all accurate. The only thing this commercial is missing is a monster truck.
Available as sativa, indica, or hybrid, there's a caviar cone for every occasion. The trifecta of cannabis components deliver an extra potent and instantly cerebral effect, while the intense yet smooth flavor lingers pleasantly. They also burn nice and slow due to the hash oil, making it an ideal choice to share with a friend or two. Moon Rock's style buds derive their name from their ridiculously dense appearance. A layer of keef adds a magnificent amount of aesthetic appeal. The branded glass tip that comes with each pre-roll seals the deal.
Have you guys ever smoked Moon Rocks?
I have no.
Yes.
I mean, like
No, I can't imagine you would have, James,
Have you
unless like one of us brought it to you.
Yeah.
what? Please define the.
So it's a nug that's dipped in oil.
Hash oil.
Yeah, and then it's rolled in keef. And it is
It's
fucking
like you
impossible
breaded
to
a
light.
nug.
Scroll down. I
Yeah.
think they
In
may show you a
keef.
picture.
It's right in the corner.
Hey, yeah.
It is famous. It is invented by Corrupt, the rapper of Dog Pound fame. Shout out Death Row Records. I heard Snoop's in charge again. And he started selling it in medical dispensaries in California like a decade ago. And it's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous use of weed ever. I love it.
It's really nice though, and you can kind of like even string that out a little bit and put
Oh,
that in
yeah.
your joints, kind of like you would with a hash stick. If you've ever seen the kind
Do
of hash
not
sticks.
run
Yeah.
it through
Yeah, the
your
turbo
grinder.
cores. Yeah, no.
If you just like shove a quarter of one into a bowl, it is not going to light very well.
Yeah.
You need to know how to
Yeah.
properly use it.
Absolutely.
But it will James. It will absolutely get you there.
James.
Yeah.
No,
He did hit
One.
it once.
He's
to
got
his
his one
credit.
and dones. So it looks like
That's a
Paige
pretty
is,
tasty-
we're gonna put this out. It is pretty tasty. We've got Paige now going on. Are you still looking into the moon rocks?
I'm just understanding. Like
that's fair.
I'm sorry. I went down a rabbit hole of learning, and there's
Was I basically
there's-
correct?
caviar and moon rocks, and so it's I guess like caviar is a very Colorado thing, and moon rocks is a California. I've learned a lot in the last like 3 minutes. It's just it's exactly as you described. I was just fascinated that this is a
Yeah,
thing.
and if I understand correctly, and you correct me if I'm wrong, please, James. Caviar is basically taking a pre-rolled marijuana joint and then somehow adding the hash oil and the keef to it,
no, it's
versus adding it in nugget form and then breaking it up.
the difference is moon rocks are always soaked in oil and have keef on them. Caviar is always soaked in oil but may not be rolled in keef. So moon rocks are always caviar, but caviar isn't always moon rocks.
Okay.
Anyway, Paige.
Okay, so I pulled Kush concentrates. It's biochem.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Before the drugs consume, I would just like to point out when she holds it like this, at a brief glance, how much does that look like Mr. Zog's sex wax?
We've got to wax our items here. I mean,
I'm right, though, right? Isn't that just my
The
imagination?
surfer.
Yeah.
Yes. Sex wax? Yeah, it does.
We used to use it to wax curbs.
Total THC content,
Oh, dear God.
79%.
Okay. Rock and roll.
No CBD.
how would you like to consume this?
Let's put it in your little guy.
Oh, you monster.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, your tool is kind of gooey. You want me to clean this up real quick?
Sure.
I don't know if you need this to make that happen.
Maybe. I need something to dab
Something
out
to
a-
something.
Dab out a little something something.
I am not a fan of Paige's choice. I am going to be too
How
high.
can you not be? Oh my goodness.
Sometimes James just needs something to cry about.
Don't cry, James. All the trees will die.
Why are the trees gonna die?
That's how global warming works, Paige.
I did not.
James,
like
do you have
this.
something I can wipe this with, like a heavier paper towel or something? All I have is a plastic bag, and it seems
I've got this
melty.
T-shirt that I don't mind ruining.
I don't. Usually I have.
No offense to my friends who gave me this shirt. I absolutely
Yeah.
love this shirt and adore it.
You can use that.
Process done.
This
There
is the
you
one
go.
I got at the All-Star game. But I'm not a baseball fan. But who doesn't say yes to going to the All-Star game? Like
I would say no to going to the
I
All-Star
mean, it's
game.
like the thing I
I
get
love
to probably
baseball.
do once. Do you like? No, you like
No,
going to
I
baseball
don't like
games.
love baseball. I just love going to games.
Yeah, you don't like.
I'm
You don't watch
actually
it at
gonna go
home.
To a game this
Do you
week.
like turn on the TV and be like,
No,
I'm gonna watch
abso-
baseball?
I don't do that with any sport except for football.
Football.
I only do that with racing and wrestling.
Wrestling. Well, who doesn't love good NASCAR? All right, Paige. All right. You know how to get this little bad boy started. Oh, sorry. Five times.
Can I see the wax?
Yes, sir. And this is the Boy Chem, as I heard at the dispo earlier by a customer.
Boy, Chim.
Boy Chem,
Boy
not
Chem.
Biochem.
So is red the correct color?
It can be.
Red is just one of the variations of what the temperature.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
There's also green, blue, and yellow.
Right, but I don't know the order of magnitude there.
It varies from manufacturer, apparently.
Oh, that has a nice flavor.
Does it?
That's good. I like it. It's like a little earthy, a little citrusy. That's a good one.
Not bad.
Bear's a fucking savant at that machine. Like
Throwing it
literally
over there.
watching like the number of times he pushed the button and the brief pause between it being able to know the command before it actually is ready to respond.
I was trying so hard.
I don't believe we've gotten through it all already.
No, Paige didn't take a big one.
I'm really high. I didn't want to take a big one.
Hold on. Apparently you did, Paige. It's all gone.
No, I didn't.
It's all gone.
I did
It's
not.
all gone. All of it.
You saw-
Paige is a maniac.
Paige. Crazy Paige. Smoking all this stuff.
I mean, you're still the homie.
Thanks.
I mean, damn, Paige. Damn. Here you go, sir. Here you go. And you too can have your very own Rip and Sip by the Sesh Connection.
They're very cool.
Yeah,
I
thank
dig
you.
the shit out of this device.
From the bottom.
Oh,
Oh, there
there
it
it
goes.
goes. Yeah, no, it's going.
Push your.
Oh,
you
it
gotta-
is. You're right.
Yeah. Is that why you only got a little bit on that?
No,
I didn't observe the
Oh,
sa-
that's hot. So do you mind if I just try it with my nectar collector?
That's interesting.
Like if you don't hold it down, it wants to leak out of the bottom real bad.
I've had to hold the other ones down before too, but I really want to see what's going on.
Making a sound?
It's
Yeah, it hums. It's a
Okay,
little
I don't know that I ever
electric.
really observed that until tonight.
We're normally chattier,
That's true.
and now we're all wondering what actually happened.
right.
Like true stoner pothead energy's like, I wonder if we can fix it.
Oh, we can. You just got to put more in there.
Throttle out, buddy. Throttle out.
How hot is that right now?
It's warm. I'll guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Well, that's a much more consistent.
Tracy knows how to do it.
That's right, I do.
James, are you gonna do one or are you gonna pass?
No, he's gonna do one.
God damn it.
Yeah. You know you do. You know you have to, and you know you want to.
Tell me when, James.
Yeah, that's about good.
A little dabble, do ya?
I do like that this actually sits really nicely at the bottom. A lot of the times when we use this, there's certain vapor that it just wants to fly out. This literally is just beautiful at the bottom of this. It's fucking cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh,
I could agree with the taste on that. That is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it's a really good
Real
boy
tasty.
chem.
That's one of the
That's
better.
from the Philippines, right?
Oh gosh, yes. Yes, of course. We extract it right from there and bring it right in. For all those people that love them some boy chem.
You know what? I have to. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Well, are we looking up
Boy-
biochem?
No, boy chem.
Oh, to see if something actually exists.
I'm going to spell it both ways.
Now remember, she looked at it and it says bio, and she thought it said boy chem.
So first option is chemistry boy images. And the first one's just a gem.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
There should only be like one thing left in there. Goddamn right. All right, so the last thing in the weed bag while you're looking up boy chem, B-I-O chem.
I would like to point out that there's a lot of really chemical DNA things happening on the first two rows, and then all of a sudden it's just a picture of this, like, I don't know. It's
He's
like
so happy.
Just
Look
a
at
guy.
him.
They prefer the term Irishman.
So I pulled Pyramid's butter, live butter.
Oh God.
Oh yes, yes, you rang. So, this little bad boy is actually going to be an indica. It's ice cream cake. THC is going to be 75%. I apologize. 75% on that. Yeah. And I love that again, we have these little things on the backs of them. James, I think you read the last one. If you want to read this one this time, I'll get the rip and sip ready.
Oh God. Yeah, the cottonmouth has begun, so this is going to be a fun journey, everyone. Inside, you will find a cartridge in its rawest form. This full spectrum extract is processed and whipped immediately to give you the waxy consistency the community has come to know. This butter gives you high terpene profile with potent high.
Potent.
I just love it. I love the instructions for use. I fucking, it's insane. Here's weed. I apparently need to inform you how to use the weed.
Yeah, I don't want to use that thing again. No. No, thank you.
With this little bad boy?
Yeah,
This
no,
little guy?
that gets you way too high.
No. No, I don't believe that.
I do.
I can offer my battery as a substitute.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Sure. That hits hard.
You said you were excited about
I'm
it.
totally excited about it.
I don't think I've ever seen you
What
cough on
devices?
this show. Like maybe a little.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about the cotton mouth. I've got the beer.
It's not actually that great at solving it. I
Because
wish
it's
it
a
was.
Mick
James,
Ultra.
would you like an energy drink? I
No,
have a
thank
monster.
You. I actually
You won't
have
be
to
able
go to
to
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah. Last week I drank most of an energy drink on the
Oh,
show, and I
that's-
did not make it
that's
to bed till
very
like 1 in
tasty.
the morning.
That's great.
Pardon. So,
It's a little piney.
Oh, it's a little dry on the back end.
My mouth is very dry right now.
It reminds me of getting high at Red Rocks. Like it's like you're getting high, but it's almost like there's dust in the air.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, tell me what you think.
I like that.
Doesn't
I actually
give
like
you
that a
cotton
lot. Well, I just exhaled. Give it a second. This is also what the 4th or 5th thing I've tried tonight, and I'm the lightweight in the room.
I'm good.
So, 710. Happy 710 day to everybody.
Woot woot.
There was something I actually wanted to bring up that we talked about earlier that I actually said I wanted to bring up, and that is the use of alcohol and cannabis. I know that somebody actually had said that they wanted to combine spirits and cannabis and do a flavoring with that, and we know that that exists with like chocolates. We know beer does that as well, where they combine different flavors, the Girl Scout cookie things and this and that. There's legalities behind why you can't combine alcohol and cannabis right now, and it's got to do a lot with the MED and the regulations and federal laws. But it would be a wonderful idea in the long run to be able to pair cannabis along with whiskeys. That's actually a really great idea, but until that comes about, that is a very illegal thing to do. And I just wanted to get that out there because I think that people kind of need to know about that. I know that that's happening, though, as we talked about, kind of all over the nation, because there aren't rules and regulations set in place in other states. But here, specifically, we can't combine the two. You certainly couldn't sell one or the other around the two.
Now, this is just me spitballing. What if you held a private event where you just paid a door charge and then there just happened to be some exceptional whiskey and some exceptional weed?
So that is that fine, wonderful gray area that does exist. But, it's kind of one of those regulations. I mean, when you think about it, too, when you combine like heavy alcohol or any alcohol really in general with cannabis, you've gone by taking a really chill drug like, cannabis and turning it into something that doesn't really vibe too well with many people's personalities. It can go either way for them with alcohol. They can be happy, they can be sad, they can be angry. So I think that plays a big part as to why you probably don't want to combine the two, because this is just to keep you chill and stimulated, and this shit's gonna definitely fuck you. Well, maybe not Mick Ultra, but so otherwise, all over the place right now, James. People are celebrating 710 the entire day, pulling out dabs, doing concentrates, having deals at their dispensaries. This is 710.
Fucking A, good to know. Especially as somebody that usually uses concentrates. I don't
It's your
know.
holiday.
I guess it was definitely not that.
And then in October, if you were really just the saddest of potheads, in October is the half-year mark for 420. And it is also becoming smally a thing.
What is that date? Like,
I don't know, like
10th of
October 20th
10th?
or 19th
It
or
could be
something.
1020. I'm not sure. You have to do fractions again, but like 1, 2. What do you call it?
It is literally a half
1/5
a
is a
calendar year
fraction.
away.
So that's a fraction of 420. 210 is a fraction of 420. So yeah, it's kind of like you do the trail to 420. You can actually do that within a few months and have a different party each month, which we do as the Sesh Connection.
No, this is too
Hell
much
yeah.
reading, and
Oh,
I'm
gosh,
too
yeah.
high to go through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, anybody else got anything they want to contribute?
Jesus.
August 8th is actually also CBD day, so that might be a happy day for us. Less THC, more CBD.
That would be fine.
I know, wouldn't it?
Except I imagine you would pump enough of that shit into me that I would, like, my fingers would stop functioning just because every muscle in my body was completely relaxed and I had no anxiety ever again.
I would still reintroduce some THC into that too, and yeah.
Nope,
We'll have fun.
No
unacceptable.
anxiety ever again. That sounds amazing.
Right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's about it, guys. That's all I got.
Well, happy